Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Oh, brothers and sisters, with the peace and blessings of Allah be upon every one of us. Today is continuation of the nugget of wisdom on my last video, where I said there are 6 things that must not be associated with misfortune, with wretchedness. So today, let's come and listen to the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth. May Allah make us understood. La yetemi shaqa'u ma'a al-Quran al-Karim. And that is the fourth one. Do not associate misfortune with the word of Allah, with Quran. Either one is addicted or one listens to Quran or one is companion of Quran. Do not associate that person with misfortune. Does not mean that the person is going to be a wretched person because he listens to Quran or he reads Quran and do a lot of things with Quran. No. Allah says in the Holy Quran, A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. ما أنزلنا عليك القرآن لتشقى إلا تذكرة لمن يخشى. Allah says, we have not sent down the Quran to you, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We have never revealed the Quran to you to make you be in problem. No. When one is in problem and there's no naja, there's no success at the end of that problem, so it's just a misfortune, a wretched. So Allah said, the Quran has not been sent down to you to make you a misfortune. And so also whoever that is companion of the Quran can never be misfortune. He said, except it is remembered for those that fear Allah. So this, we should know that one can never be misfortune because one is addicted to Quran. No. And that is why they said, Al-Quran Lina La Fakra Ba'dahu. Quran is wealth. And one will never be in penury after it. May Allah make us understand better than said. The second one, La Yetemi Shaqa'u Ma'adua. Do not associate misfortune with supplications. Supplications. A lot of people make supplications, but is it in accordance with what the Prophet says? So whoever that is making supplications will never be a misfortunate being. And that is why Allah reminded us the word of Zachariah when he was calling unto his Lord. He says, "Is not a robber nida and kofiya." He was calling all alone in secret. It means when you want to make supplications, fine, you can make it public as well. But there are a lot of people, when they make supplications today, they do selfie with supplication. When you are really making supplications to Allah and you are in need of that thing, you will never remember anything. But one of those things he says, his bones are weak, they are feeble. And also, not only that, the gray are spread all over his head. And the last part of that verse, the next part that follows, says, Walam akumbi du'ai Rabbi Shekiyan. He says, I've never been unblessed. Unblessed is a way of saying unblessed too. So I've never been unblessed in my supplications to you, my Lord. Okay, so he has been making supplications to Allah and he has never been unblessed. Okay, so you can never be unblessed because you are making supplications to Allah, except you are not doing it in accordance, except you are not following the tenets of making supplications. May Allah make us understood better than said. And supplications is not something that we just overlook. No, we can't overlook that. And that is why one of the scholars says, supplication, I said, Siyamu Leili La Tukti Walaki. And in that says, Laha Amadu Walele Amadi Inkidawu. He says, it's like a night arrow that has a target that does not fail. A night arrow that does not fail. But it has a target and it does not stop except it gets to its destination. So when you're making supplications, you can never be misfortune. You can never be wretched. You can never be unblessed. Just like Zachariah was not unblessed. May Allah make us understood better than said. Then the third part, you can never associate misfortune or wretched with being fair of Allah or with following the doctrine of Allah, the doctrine of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Allah also reminded us in Surah Al-Layl. He was talking when after he has explained those who are generous, those that are given, that fear of Allah with what they have been given, and those who are also greedy or miser. He has said, "Fa'anzaritukum naran talaso." He says, "We reminded you that there is blazing fire blazing fire. We reminded you of a blazing fire. This fire," he said, "La yeslaha illa la ashiko." No one entered there except a wretched, a misfortune person. And what made that person a misfortune? He said, Aledi kasaba watawala. Those who denied the word of Allah, watawala, and also turns away. You and myself, we should ask ourselves, have we not been denied the word of Allah indirectly? Have we not been turning away? if you have been turning away, definitely the blazing fire is real. So that person, those that will enter there are misfortune. May Allah make us not to be misfortune here on earth and hereafter. Àmín. A kí ẹ̀yin ọmọ ìyá wa wípé ìkẹ́ Ọlọ́run lọ́lọ́run kó máa bẹ ní kọ̀ọ̀kan wa. Àmín. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́gbọ́n onílàákàyè tòní, òun ni ìtẹ̀síwájú lórí fídíò tí a ṣe gbẹ̀yìn lórí pé àwọn nǹkan mẹ́fà kan a gbọ́dọ̀ kó wọn pọ̀ mórí ibú torí pé wọn ní nǹkan kan ṣe pẹ̀lú orí ibú. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹrin ń bẹ la máa tẹ̀síwájú lẹ́nu, òun náà ni pé la yatami'u shaqa'un mọ́ al-Qur'an al-Karim. Òun ni pé a gbọ́dọ̀ kó al-Qur'ani ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run pẹ̀lú kíni, pẹ̀lú orí ibú pọ̀, wọn ní nǹkan kan ṣe torí pé èèyàn tí wọ́n ń ka al-Qur'ani àbó ha ni àbó dúró tí al-Qur'ani bá pè lórúkọ oríṣiríṣi nítorí pé Qur'ani nìkan ló ń lò, kò ní kẹ́ni yẹn ṣorí ibú, kò lè ṣorí ibú torí pé Qur'ani fúnra rẹ̀ ìkan nínú àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n wọn ní al-Qur'an gina la faqra ba'da, ọ̀rọ̀ ní al-Qur'ani fẹ́ni tó bá mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ kò dẹ̀ ní tòṣì lẹ́yìn ẹ̀, that person will never be in pain, ẹni yóò ní tòṣì ní ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀. Bákan náà ni pé Ọlọ́run wá sọ fún Ànábì Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, ó ní ma anzalna alayka al-Qur'ana litashqa illa tazkiratan liman yakhsha. Ọlọ́run ní a sọ al-Qur'ani kalẹ̀ fún ẹ Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam láti lè kó ẹ sínú wàhálà. Téèyàn bá wà nínú wàhálà tó jẹ́ pé kò wá sí nàìjà ń bẹ, kò sí àṣeyọrí ń bẹ, orú ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe kí ni, ó ṣorí ibú. Tó ń túmọ̀ sí pé a sọ al-Qur'ani kalẹ̀ fún wọn Muhammad láti lè jẹ́ kó ṣorí ibú. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá wà pẹ̀lú Qur'ani ò ní ṣorí ibú láyé àtàlùkìyámọ̀. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ èmi àtẹ̀yìn má jà ṣorí ibú láyé àtàlùkìyámọ̀. Ó wá ní àyàfi pé kí ni, Qur'ani jẹ́ ìrántí fáwọn tí wọ́n bá páyà Ọlọ́run. tó bí ọba ti wá páyà Ọlọ́run títí ń tẹ̀lé Al-Qur'ani a gbọ́dọ̀ kó méjèèjì pọ̀ pé orí ibu ni, ẹ gbọ́, a gbọ́dọ̀ kó pọ̀ pẹ̀lú pé èèyàn ka Qur'ani ó wà lórí ibu. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ká gbọ́ yìí jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì ń bẹ náà ni pé láyé tẹ́mi ń ṣàkọ́ mọ́ àdúà, a gbọ́dọ̀ sọ pé ẹni tí máa ń ṣàdúà ká wá kó àdúà ṣíṣe pẹ̀lú orí ibu papọ̀ ká sọ pé kankan náà ni, kò jọra wọn. èèyàn lè ṣorí ibu látara àdúà ṣíṣe torí pé bá a bá gbàgbé ìkan nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tí Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó yanú Al-Qur'an, òun nígbà tí Zakaria ti ń pe Ọlọ́run ọba, ó ní ìsìnàdà rọ̀bá o nìdáhàn kọ̀fìyà, ń pe Ọlọ́run rẹ̀ lóhùn nìkan nípamọ́. ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ á ti máa ń ṣe wá ni pé àmọ́ ti ń jàdúrà, àmọ́ pàtàkì àdúrà débi wípé tá a bá fẹ́ ṣàdúrà níta gbangba gan ni àbínú ilé ni a tún máa ya sẹ́fì, ẹlòmíì ó tún máa ṣeré, a máa ní ẹ máa ṣe lọ mò ń bọ̀, ìyẹn ò kì í ṣe pé ẹni yẹn mọ̀. tí nǹkan bá ṣèyàn bóòtì àti nọ́ọ̀tà rẹ̀ èèyàn ó tù débi pé èèyàn ó fèsì Ọlọ́run, òun nìkan wá ń dá ń pe Ọlọ́run. àmọ́ nígbẹ̀yìn àyà yẹn ni mo wá fẹ́ lò, ó ṣàlàyé fọ́lọ́run pé egungun òun ti ṣe kíni, egungun òun láyà tó tẹ̀lé pé egungun òun ti ṣe kíni, ó ti gbó. bákan náà ni pé irun funfun ti jáde lórí òun, ti kún gbogbo orí òun, gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ṣàlàyé lọ. wá ní wàlámù akúnbìdò wá ìka rọ́bì ṣẹ́kì ìyá ni, ó wá ní Ọlọ́run ò mi pasán nínú ìmọ̀ pè é ní gbogbo ìgbà, nínú ìmọ̀ bẹ̀ ẹ́ ní gbogbo ìgbà. Ọlọ́run ò pasán látara yí pé kíni, òun ò ṣorí ibú rí pé òun pe Ọlọ́run, torí pé nígbà tí máa ń pe Ọlọ́run máa ń dá lóhùn, Ọlọ́run padà dá lóhùn nísàlẹ̀ àwọn àyà tí mo kà yìí, Ọlọ́run padà dá lóhùn. tó ń túmọ̀ sí pé béèyàn bá ń ṣe àdúrà kò ní ṣorí ibú, béèyàn bá ń ṣe àdúrà. ìkan náà ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n ó jẹ́ kó yé wa pé àdúrà tá à ń wí, ó ní síyámù lélẹ̀ látùtù wà lákín, ó ní àdúrà tá à ń wí ó dà gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọfọ̀ òru ni, tó jẹ́ pé kíni kò kí ń kẹsẹ̀. làámẹ̀dù wálẹ̀ àmẹ̀dì kìlọ̀, ó ní tó jẹ́ pé ó wá níbi tí kì í ṣe kíni, tí ń lọ, tí ò bá débẹ̀ kò ní dúró. ẹni tí bá ń ṣàdúrà kò ní ṣorí ibu láyé. ẹ má kó pọ̀ pé àdúrà tí ń ṣe ló fi dórí ibu, àyàfi tí ìbá jẹ́ pé Ọlọ́run ní ń pè lóko tí ń pè nǹkan míì, Ọlọ́run kò ṣàánú wa. àbí tó jẹ́ pé nǹkan míì ló nígbàgbọ́ sí, kò nígbàgbọ́ sàdúrà. ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta ń bẹ náà ni pé láyé tẹ́mi òṣàkọ́ ohun má tẹ̀kọ̀ wàlà, òun ni pé ẹ má kó èyí tí ń jẹ́ ìpayà Ọlọ́run pọ̀ mọ́ kíni, pọ̀ mọ́ pé èèyàn ń ṣe pẹ̀lú orí ibu. èèyàn ò ní ṣorí ibú lẹ́ni tó bá páyà Ọlọ́run, tó bá tẹ̀lé Ọlọ́run. nígbà t'Ọlọ́run sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn tí wọ́n fowó wọn ṣe dáadáa, àtàwọn tí wọ́n láhùn, àtàwọn tá a fún tí wọ́n bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run wá jẹ́ kó yé wa pé fa anzaritakum nara talaso, Ọlọ́run wá rán wa létí in tí ń jẹ́ iná tí máa ń jó fòfòfò. bákan náà ni Ọlọ́run wá ní la yasla illa al-ashqa, kò sẹ́ni tí ó wọ ọbẹ̀ àyàfi àwọn tí wọ́n bá ṣe kíni, tí wọ́n bá ṣorí ibú. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ aṣọ wọ́n ṣorí ibú látara pé allazi kazaba wa tawalla, látara pé wọ́n pe ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn Ọlọ́run nírọ́, wọ́n wá pẹ́ ìgbà. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kí mi àtẹ̀yìn padà. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ àgbọ́yé jù báyìí lọ nítorí àsìkò. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.